Well, this morning on Back to School Today, timely advice for all moms and dads.
That is right. Parenting, of course, is a joy. But you know what? Every day doesn't have to be every moment, not of pure joy, of course.
Well, a mother of four, author KJ, pronounce your last name for me? Dell'Antonia has learned some tricks of the trade along the way and to change all that. She shares them in a new book. It's called How to Be a Happier Parent, and her take on the chores, one of the most emailed pieces in the New York Times this week. KJ, good morning. How are you?
Good morning.
All right. First of all, thank you, because we feel like we're happy parents, but I think you can improve on that. And you talk about there are four things that will help every parent be happier. Why don't you break those down for us?
Yes, absolutely. So when you talk to parents who are happier, this is what they say they do. Parents of younger kids are more involved, but as their kids get older, they progress to letting their kids be more independent.
Yeah. So don't get all up in their grill.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. So parents of people who say they're happier, they keep a really nice perspective. A lot of the things that we see as threats to our kids are not threats. Not making a soccer team is not a threat. Losing your best friend, it's awful. It sucks. But it's not a threat, right? So they keep a good, healthy perspective on things, an adult perspective, and that's important for keeping your kids on track. Also, happier parents, they keep an adult life.
That's
what do you
important.
mean?
They do not put their kids...
Craig's like, what's that?
Like,
what's that?
What? You're doing it. I'm sorry. But they don't put their kids' everyday needs above their own. You know, it's not like, well, I was going to meet my friend for coffee, but now you have a science project, so we have to buckle down. No,
really?
That's their science project.
That's my Achilles heel right there.
Yeah. You know, it's tough because we love them and they're demanding and we want, to work with them. But the last thing that happier parents really do is they take time to absorb the good moments. To really look around and go, we wanted this. We wanted these kids. We wanted this time. And they may be laying on the floor howling because math is too hard. Never happens at our house. But, then you're just going,
kind of like revel in the chaos.
Absolutely.
It's not chaos, it's joy, depending on your perspective. Now, speaking of chaos, mornings. Mornings are a big challenge for a lot of families, especially with older kids, getting them off to school and brush your teeth, and you feel like it's a never-ending nagging cycle.
Yeah, the thing about mornings is it feels like so much is at stake, right? Everybody's got to be somewhere earlier than anybody wants to be anywhere. There's so much to bring. You got to get your homework. You got to get your violin and your gym shoes.
Brush the teeth.
Yeah, exactly. But you know what? There's really basically nothing at stake other than maybe you need to clock in when you need to clock in. If your kid doesn't brush their teeth one day, or more relevantly, doesn't bring their gym shoes, I mean, they're not gonna enjoy the consequences of that, but in the grand scheme of things, it's not that big a deal. So mornings are actually a great time to let your kids take the lead and just not worry about things.
Let the chips fall where they may.
Exactly.
I want to go back to something you said a second ago regarding homework, because that's something that a lot of parents obviously are dealing with, especially the start of a new school year. You say there are two things that we can all be doing that makes that part of it just a little bit easier. Right.
So the things about homework that you can help your kids to figure out to figure out their own perspective on homework, like that it's their homework, that they feel like they own it. And also you can take a step back and accept that yourself. So change your perspective on homework. Every teacher and principal I talked to wanted parents to know that when we take over the homework, or the getting the homework to school on time, or the making sure it's right, we're actually defeating the whole purpose.
Just quickly, screen time is a big Achilles heel for everybody. So what do we do about that?
All right. So for younger kids, which I know is what you guys have, you should be in charge. If your kid is whining for more screen time, then it's time to set a rule that allows them, to know what the rule is so they don't have to whine. And if maybe that rule includes the words, if you whine, it goes away.
That's my rule.
You do that.
And enforce that a couple times, you're good.
All right.
For older kids, the goal is to teach them to moderate themselves, right? We don't want to raise kids who know how to obey our own limits. We want to raise kids that get that it's important to have limits.
KJ, thank you. All good advice. The book is How to Be a Happier Parent. You can find more about it at today.com/shop.
Hello, Today fans. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking that button down there and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives.